Today we're making some beautiful diamond link chain bracelets. Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Welcome to day 3 of the 10-day wire bracelets to make, gift and sell challenge. Be sure to share photos of your bracelets from the challenge in my 10-day wire challenges Facebook group and be eligible to win all kinds of great prizes from Beadalon and from my Etsy shop. I will put all the details about the challenge in the description below the video. So without further ado, let's get wired. I'm using 18 and 20 gauge German style wire and 6mm glass faceted beads. My tools are the Beadalon Slimline Series chain nose and round nose pliers, their Glimmer Series nipper tool, the nylon jaw pliers, and their bail making pliers. I'm also using a steel block and a chasing hammer. I will start with 3.5 inches of 18 gauge German style wire. Using my looping pliers or bail making pliers, I'm going to create a loop in the middle of the wire. Bring the wires to both sides, remove the pliers, and take some smaller pliers to bend the wires out to make a closed loop, but the wires are going to opposite sides at an angle. Give it a little press with the chain nose pliers. Bring the pliers in to about 1/4 inch from the center and bend the wire, pushing it so it makes a sharp bend. Hold the wire in the same position so the sides will be the same length, and really push with your thumb against the pliers to make a sharp bend. Wiggle it around so you have a diamond shape. Might take a little bit of adjusting. And once you have that shape, take the end of the bail making pliers to make a loop, which will be centered. Wiggle it around so it's right in the middle there. Flip it around and do another loop directly underneath the first loop. You want them to line up. Give it a little wiggle so they're nicely lined up and they're the same size. Making sure the ends are parallel, that they're even. And take your flush cutters and give the end a little clip so they're flush. Flip it over and do the same on the other side. Little clip. Take your chain nose pliers to close the little gap. Make sure it's not pokey. Adjust it as you need. Give it a firm little press. And you want the loops to be beside each other so you can hammer them. We don't want any overlapping wires. You could press these a little bit flat or just tap them lightly to make them a little firmer. Flip it over and tap it on the other side. Now we want to stack up those loops. Make sure they're closed. Adjust the sides if you need to make sure the other loop is closed. Just bring the wires in a little bit and push them in so the 2 loops are stacked one on top of the other. You could get your little round nose pliers in there if it helps. Give it a little pinch. And make sure those top loops are lined up. Might take a little bit of adjusting. And once you have that one done, make a few more, enough to make a bracelet. From there, we're going to take 3 inches of the same wire. We'll make a little loop in the end. We're going to make the clasp. Make sure that loop's as small as you can get it. Bring the wire around with the bail making pliers. There's our hook, and make a simple loop on the other end, which will attach to the bracelet. I have a lot of other tutorials for these clasps, or I'll link up a tutorial for the safety clasps as well. Close the gap, give it a little hammer on both sides. Flip it over. The little loop will help keep your bracelet secure. Now we're going to make our jump rings. We can do this on the bail making pliers. Make a coil. I left a little bit of space between each coil so it's easier to access with the flush cutters. If you prefer, you can make a tight coil and use a jewelry saw to cut them. That would make an even cleaner cut. So we'll make a bunch of rings and you can hammer them as well. Flip it over and hammer it on the other side and make a bunch of jump rings so you can assemble your bracelet. We will open up the clasp and slide on our diamond link, close it up, give it a little press with the chain nose pliers, grab one of our jump rings, slide it on to the diamond link, and get another link, and keep going until we have the entire bracelet linked together, making sure those jump rings are closed. Give them a little press. To close the bracelet, you can hook it right into that first link. So grab the hook and just link it right in there. And there's your beautiful diamond link bracelet. To make the same bracelet with beads, we will use a thinner 20 gauge style wire. We'll start at one end and make the loop with the bail making pliers and then bend it with the chain nose pliers, pushing against the pliers to make a sharp bend, and then we're going to bend it out. So those two sides are the same length. Get the bail making pliers to make the loop that will be at the other end. Bring the wire around to make a closed loop. But again, we're going to bend it out instead of having them overlap. They'll be beside each other. To bring it out at an angle, we want to make a diamond shape. Might take a little bit of wiggling, a little bit of practice. And bend it at the same measurement, so the sides are the same length. Wiggle it around. You might have to do a bit of adjusting. You could measure with a ruler if you prefer. And this time we're going to wind the wire around just below the loop. Bend the wire straight down the center. That will hold the bead. We'll put on a 6mm faceted glass bead, center it in the triangle, hold it firmly, and bring the wire around that other loop. Clip it flush, and get your chain nose pliers to push in that little pokey end. Voila! Make a bunch of those. And we're going to make a end clasp this time. It's going to be a simple infinity sign. So once the end is cut flush, bring it around into a closed loop and make a slightly larger loop beside it. Bring it around. Looks like a lopsided infinity sign. Get your flush cutters and give it a little clip. And we're going to give it a little hammer to strengthen it up and to flatten it out a little bit. Now we will assemble the bracelet. We're going to get our jump rings and attach our clasp. Close up the jump ring. And we will attach the links together. And you want to make sure when you attach the diamond links that the beads are all on the same side. Close it up. Put the other clasp on the other end. Bring it around. hook it in, and there's your beautiful diamond link bracelet with the beads. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Join the private Facebook group for my 10-day challenges. You can share your photos of your bracelets for the duration of the challenge. Be sure to check out the description below the video for all the details about the challenge. Have fun with your bracelets, and we'll see you the next time.